Trust me, you have no idea how many animals be creeping up to where I live. I can show you. I'm looking at a rabbit right now. I'm looking at a rabbit, a squirrel. I'm looking at a coon. It's God, the south. But anyway, it just got done having a very strong shower, which is needed because the pollen is like a bitch out here. Plus, watch that corona out. But anyway, I was listening to Obsidian's video, and I got to be better about putting the link in the description. I'll definitely put it in the community tab in like an hour or so once I'm done. But, shout out to Obsidian. And Obsidian, I knew what he was doing. When he was like being quiet and wasn't saying nothing or trying to get in, he was basically taking notes. I knew what he was doing. That's why it ain't hard for me to run my mouth. So it is what it is. But I just wanted to put something out here real quick. I want to give a public service announcement because this is something that keeps coming back up. This is like a typical deflection that gets put out there. And if you all haven't seen it, I had a good stream. Ramil, Archer, Rael popped up, and we kind of talked about little after show of concrete stuff. So it's good. We had some fun. I don't care. I don't care what you went through in your own. See, this is the thing that women. Let me say this. One of the things that comes up often in these conversations is that black women like to talk about what the fuck they went through in their own household or what they saw their great grandmother go through. And they keep on saying this shit. And one thing that annoys me, like seriously annoys me, with all these folks that's on that panel, female wise, is all of y'all been on beats with different experiences. Some of them non-ADOS, some of them different parts, some of them with the same experience. Shout out to Charles, shout out to Kendra. And you all have all said the same stuff, tried the same spiel. The book of bullshit is what I'm gonna start calling it. Because it's a script that y'all keep running over and over and over. You all make great telemarketers because y'all stick to the script. And BGS, Kendra, Char, all of them have already killed that. And it's funny, it's not just y'all. We know the people. That's why BGS really look. I get not having the letting the BGS for men thing go because you can do other people can kind of pick up that and he can hop on. But I really wish BGS would just activate the BGS for women, if for nothing else, so this bullshit can get hashed out over there, or do something where it's like a hybrid. What's only allowed to be two people up there at a time, two dudes or something. I don't know, but I really wish he would reactivate that because you all are taking the same script that BGS, Char, and Concrete, Ruby as well, debunked it, debunked that stuff. That's been through just as much as y'all. That's had successes, failures, whatever, and then you all are taking that same script and running it. So I'm talking particularly about Miss J, and then Concrete kind of jumped in on it as far as what I heard. And like I said, I didn't hear the whole thing. It was just like I came to what I heard and that was it. But this idea of what you've been through, what your great grandma, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't. You know why? Because all black. Number one, black men have been through black women have been through 20% of what black men been through. I know it feels like you all been through more, but it's 20%. It ain't even that, to be honest with you, of what we done been through. So this bullshit about what your great and this patriarchy, what patriarchy, it wasn't even a patriarchy. That's what makes it so bad. The reason why you all were in the situation you all were in was mainly because of Jim Crow. So that had nothing to do with black men. That environment was not created by black men. That environment actually was created by white men. The same white men that you all like to team up with directly or indirectly in order to keep your little bullshit privileges that y'all cry about later on when y'all have bad outcomes. My thing is, you all saying that what your grandmothers went through informs you of how you all act. So I'm going to act. So when you all are in your primes, and this is assuming you all have primes to be in, because a lot of y'all, Miss J, just to be clear who I'm talking about, can't even really say she was in a prime to even talk the shit she talks. And that, again, on BGS for women, that shit was deep. She was completely debunked then. That she got self-esteem issues, but whatever. My point is, you all know that you all wanted to do what the fuck you all wanted to do. And if it wasn't that, it was something else you all was going to use to justify it. You all do what y'all do because of men. You all do what y'all do because of what y'all saw women went through. Black, and see, what was funny is this is the same panel that's supposed to be talking about the quote unquote sisterhood cult. And y'all sound exactly like it because that is who you are. I am her, I am him, and he is me, or whatever. And this is the thing that women don't understand about that. Like Francesca, and see, this is the thing y'all need to understand about black men. Black men, you all completely underestimate our ability to delineate the ones that are on the bullshit from the ones that might not be on the bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you, this is one thing I say to Danielle and Concrete. You all need to really keep in mind because you all like to act like you all are an other, or at least you all are like there's the Sith, there's the neutral, and then there's the gray Jedi, and then there's Jedi. You all like to act like you all are gray. I'm gonna tell you all why you all are more like Dooku. You all really Sith. Y'all just want to admit it. The reality is there is shit that women do. There is black female fuckery that women do, Mela in particular. But Ms. J was like an amplification of that. And you all, it doesn't register with you all because that's normal to you. But see, when somebody like Mr. Research, who typically never gets loud, never gets animated, because that's below him, that's beneath him, and other dudes that even Roger, this starts amplifying. Now you hear it. I don't know who she was. That's somebody came on your show, new to your show, all that. Neutral. First thing she said, she called out, but she saw it. She clearly saw what was going on and she saw that was a problem. So what that should tell you is the shit that you're operating is outside. It may be normal to you, but it's not normal. And that's the problem. See, the problem is black men don't get angry like that because we're used to it. We're used to it. Like if a woman if a woman is a bitch by default, it doesn't really bother me when that's just what her default is. And that's just what it is. And same thing with y'all. If y'all are used to that, that's normal behavior for you all. But it's not normal. It's not. So the thing about it is the fact that, and Angry Man called this out too, the fact that you all never really check these chicks until dudes start barking back and getting slick mouth back is completely in alignment with how the sisterhood code is. You just like what do they say about Lawrence? You a fuck nigga that thinks he's a good dude. That's the thing is. That's what it is. And I'm just saying, y'all need to really take a real hard look at that because this is not the first time. Second, I could put together a whole collage of a slideshow of situations on various channels. Even with the shit going back to how you try to justify your friend finessing the dude that had broke up with her, honest with her, and his only problem is he had breakup with sex with her and he got a baby out of it. Even that, you tried to justify that at first until it was other women that actually had to kind of correct that. Because BGS did his stuff, but it was other women to tell you that was foul before you really kind of real conversation. Like you told her that was foul, but you still low-key defended her to other people. And you got too many people that got one foot in the fuckery and one foot out. And they want to sit there and call somebody else's bias. I've called dudes out just as much as I call females out. But see, the problem to what I'm talking about. But the point is, this idea of, what your grandmothers went through and all this bullshit, everybody went through shit. Everybody has a fucking story. I won't fucking hear that shit. I can talk about my own family, about how my last name Anderson is actually Anderson is actually my grandmother's last name. That my mom, to be rebellious against her father, whose last name is Baker, gave me because my father's last name is Jones, gave me her mother's last name, and not on some matriarchal shit, 5 years after she was born. So I could get, my only grandmother I know is my step grandmother. It was the only grandmother I know, which is my step grandmother, which my mother hates. I can give you a whole litany of bullshit in my family, just like, well, I'm black. Everybody can. So shit. And the men had this patriarchy. And as a result, I just realized that I'm not going to be a doormat. You all are always doormats to somebody. You a doormat to the nigga you with now. And you say it. Oh, he don't take this. He don't take that. It's just what level you got to be on to get there. This idea that black women, like you, like this fantastical, oh, well, black woman is not a doormat and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, my point going back to just using what you witnessed your parents going through as a justification. It's amazing how you can say that, but you all never draw direct correlations between you all talking about what y'all saw and why niggas don't want to marry y'all ass. It never, ever, ever, ever really dawns on you that the reason why niggas are not playing the stepdaddy insurance game policy with y'all, or or why that shit has been cut, or why black men are not marrying off the jump 33%. And really, when you filter for like people that's 50 and over, is lower than that. Or why dudes are dating out, it never dawns on you that what we saw in your all's conduct is conducive to that. But everything y'all do is justified. And here's another thing too. The reality is, the reason why I don't give a shit either is because that ain't got nothing to do with me. If a woman is being a bitch to me, all I know is she's being a bitch to me. I'm not one of these niggas that's like, oh, well, you gotta, she's a black woman and she been through some hard times. So what you gotta do is you gotta climb over that wall. Big, get the fuck out of here. Because that's what a man's supposed to do. A man is supposed to open her woman. Get the fuck out of here. That is some gynocratic simp shit that these old niggas got these young niggas thinking, which is retarded. And let me say this. I want to say this to Mr. Research. I want to say this to Obsidian, and I want to say this to myself and all of us. Because this speaks to what Francesca said, but I'm going to add something more to it. This is me. She said that men, these women are lucky that men are even willing to still talk to us. That's some stuff that really just some stuff to think about. And it has this posture where it's up to a man to shine the light of manhood onto her to kind of quell down the rebelliousness that she has. The truth is, what a man's job is basically to assess a situation, to assess if the situation is even worth engaging in. And if it's not, don't fucking deal with it. But see, to black women, that's seen as being a coward, because a black man is supposed to endure this thing called the black bitch. That's what a black man's supposed to endure. We're supposed to endure the fucking wind and coldness and frost. It is a black bitch when she wants to be in that mode. And that's like some kind of rite of passage to our black manhood. No, we're not. We're supposed to say, I'm tired of being in cold weather. I'm moving. Because that's what an adaptable organism does. An organism doesn't sit there and endure unless it absolutely has to. Hell, the story of human civilization proves that. Hell, you got ducks? That they fly from north to south every day. Same thing with salmon. You only endure if you have to. And just like you all want to talk about, you fucking endured us, we endured your bullshit. All this bullshit. And another thing I'm gonna say, just to piggyback off that, what the fuck, your grandma? Oh, my grandmother, she was just every woman. She was superwoman. She worked her ass off, and then she came home and she worked her ass off, and it was 24/7. She never dealt with her, and I just didn't want to be that. So these niggas are just sitting here having fun, just fucking having kids and just living the greatest life that ever been lived in Jim Crow. We didn't do shit. And this is what you all have, this tunnel vision of what the fuck you all did. And throughout black history, it's always what the fuck you all did. You all don't ever acknowledge, half of y'all don't ever acknowledge shit we did for you all. You all wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for us. You all wouldn't have a god. The only reason why you all have shit now is because we're alive. And you all have to be artificially amplified above us in order to keep the system going the way it's going. If black men didn't exist, or they were so down they weren't a threat, they get rid of y'all. Because a lot of times they give you shit in order to fuck us over. Because now that puts you in competition with us, which keeps the shit rolling on autopilot. But you all actually think you earned some shit. You all actually think you all got into elected office because it's just black women putting y'all ass there, and black men ain't just voting because they see a black person and they don't have the same kind of resentment towards you all that you all have towards us. Black men don't pay attention when they're voting for a black woman. They don't look at what is this black woman gonna do for me as a black man. They say she's black, I'm black, that's it. That's the autopilot black. This is why when people talk about these biases and shit, they're full of shit. That shit goes one way for the most part. So, but going back to what I was saying, bro, this thing about we're supposed to endure your shit. No, we're not. As a man, we're supposed to assess if the juice is worth the squeeze, if the benefits are worth the investment. And to keep it real, I really talk. Why? So why do I come on y'all? I come on y'all shit because it entertains me. That's why. I mean, I already know what the fuck it really is. Not know, oh, Alan's coming, Edward's coming with his fucking script. My script is what the fuck it is, Mella. And if you can't fucking disprove it, then shut the fuck up. Everything you saying is that basic church 19. I could literally pull up a 1980s shit with Thomas Sowell and you arguing and a woman arguing with other black women. That's the script that's you. So, I mean, my real problem, why this gets on my nerves is because these conversations don't go nowhere, because at the end of the day, really, it's like a tug of war. You got folks that are trying to move the conversation and give insight, and then you got other folks that they trying to hold on the fucking narrative. Because they want to be heard, because they want to be known, because their pain wants to be spoke to. Nobody gives a flying fuck, because the truth is 80%, 85 to 90% shit y'all go through is self-inflicted. And y'all spend y'all entire lives trying to blame somebody else for the shit you did, for the mess y'all made. Because at the end of the day, as much as y'all want to be a man, y'all don't do the one thing men do, which is own your shit. That's why I always steady talk about some 50-50 bullshit. It's, we're both fucked up. No, you're fucked up. And the only fucked up thing about other dudes is they fucking deal with that shit and don't say, okay, this is a fucked up person, let me move on. What we do is we actually believe it's in our manhood job to actually fix you. And too many dudes think that, and this is why the conversation, even amongst me, has changed to really telling these niggas, you know who the fuck you fucking with. So if you fuck with them anyway, that's a you problem. That's a will issue, as I used to say at the job. You can't say you don't know, because how could you not? You believe you should. And that's on you. Well, you saying I should just kill the black race by hopping the 50? You can fuck with 9 of those women. I don't give a fuck what you do. There's options. If you want to keep it black, which I do, there's options. You can still keep it with those. But the point is, you do what you do as a man that makes you think you gotta tolerate this shit. There's people in my family I don't fuck with, because I will punch them in the fucking face because they don't know how to act. This is why a lot of females wind up alone. And by the way, just to be fair, not even to be fair, but just to say it, everybody always say, oh, you act like non-black women are better. Let me tell you something. This Me Too shit is really one of the first times white women have really fucked up. Usually when white women fuck up like this, they do an inquisition where they start calling them witches and shit, start burning them in the stake. But we live in a modern society, so that can't happen. But this is the first time where white women have fucked up. White women are starting to look back and start to realize, we fucked our men up. Because contrary to popular belief, and this is for you niggas, white women ain't out here wanting to kill the white race. White women are not out here wanting to fuck black men or non-black men and completely eliminating the white race. That is not what they really want to do. What they're doing is practical to what they want to get. And a lot of you dudes don't understand that these white women will get your ass on the grandkids. And before you know it, you dealing with some Jakim Noahs with a white woman, and now it's over. And shout out to Mr. Research, because that's something, like, talk about the family dynamics is something Mr. Research is very good at. Like, he's very good at it. He gives some insights that I haven't heard with anybody else on those dynamics that nobody ever thinks about. But they fuck their men up. That's why they're 50% single motherhood and all that. And the reality, and my point is this. My point is, I see the fuckery everywhere. It's not some thing about, oh, I can only see it with black women, but I can't see it with other, but I see it everywhere. And now they really don't know what to do. White women really don't know what to do. Because at the end of the day, and this is some stuff BGS covered, they can't put that bottle back in. They fucked up. It's over. And see, the difference between them and us is they have a lot to lose. White women have the best situation of any gender group, any racial gender group. And they have the most to lose. And they really don't know what to do. They really don't, because it's a lot of other folks that's like championing the bits, other like, when it comes to the beauty competition, they really don't, and they fucked up. This Me Too shit is not like this Me Too shit is like the latest like battle, like really big battle, but they set that shit up a long time ago, and they don't know. This is why most of them voted for Trump in higher numbers than they ever did, because they deep down they know they fucked up. But see, the point is, white women, even if they don't admit it to you, they can admit it to themselves. Black women can't. Black women are the best liars because they lie to themselves first. They actually believe half the bullshit they actually say. They actually believe that they're just this piece of paper flying in the fucking wind and that they are not accountable to anything that they do. I'm talking about as far as their outcomes. Fuck what black men are complaining about. Like I said, I asked Concrete, what is the ideal relationship? Concrete said the relationship she's in now is the ideal. If I want to be an asshole, I would say, would you have said that 10 years ago or 15 years ago? Would you have said that then? Because my thing is, what took you so long to figure that out? That may be the ideal situation now, but is that the ideal situation when you could have walked away from the table? Then it becomes, oh, all these niggas, I found the perfect nigga now. So all these niggas ain't shit. Well, if that's the truth, then my thing is, you can go white, you can go African, you can go Caribbean, take your pick. Well, all men ain't shit. Well, then at some point, if all men ain't shit, then it's either a you issue or what? But my point is, this idea of women justifying older shit to why they treat dudes that ain't got nothing to do with that shit. As black men, we don't have to deal with that bullshit. That's just code for you saying you're a broken female and do not fuck with me. That's really what that is. And this is why dudes ain't marrying y'all. This is why dudes are curbing y'all. This is why dudes are pumping and dumping a fucking. And folks are getting mad because dudes are being open about that now. But dudes been operating on that because dudes see that shit. And unfortunately, we have consequences to dealing with broken chicks. And women think, this is why when people ask, why do I even come up with this video? Why? Because when people talk about why aren't you getting married? Why aren't you doing it? This is why. You all answer your own questions with how you all conduct yourselves. The conversations you have. This is why dudes don't get, because once we get married, unlike you all, we can't just no fault divorce it and keep the shit we earn. Well, half of y'all ain't earning shit. Well, I'm not talking about the half that ain't. And unfortunately, the dudes that ain't earning shit are still somehow able to get kids. So earning shit has never been a prerequisite to have babies. So what are we talking about? Anyway, I gotta jump back on. So let me see if y'all got any questions or comments. What's up, Michael Meatroke? You seem like you knew. I'm serious. I get tired of that bullshit. And I really don't try to make shit personal. I'm only talking about people that what they spoke on the panel. But this shit, y'all are not helping. Y'all think y'all are helping women, you're not. This is why black women from generation to generation are having worse and worse outcomes. My brother is 23 years old. Now, luckily, all three of my brothers fuck with black women. My brother, and two of them started not doing it and came by it themselves without any interference. They did that on their own. But let me be very clear here. My brother's 23. So my brother's like a hybrid in between millennials and millennials. These millennials don't give a fuck. They just don't. They don't give a fuck about what any of y'all want to say. They don't give a fuck about that pro-black shit. They don't give a fuck about that. They're done. They really are. They're done. And y'all give it like 10 years. I'm 33. I'm like what? Like right, basically where O'Shea at. Y'all gonna see it. And y'all gonna be crying colorism. Ain't nobody gonna hear what the fuck you gotta say. Cause ain't nobody gonna give a shit. And y'all gonna really know what time it is at that point. It ain't even, my thing is that's a decision I made. Like, dude, I've dated women my complexion. I'm like, and let's be clear here. Like, I don't separate. Oh, I gotta get a dark skinned chick versus. I don't separate that. What's up, young Jay? My thing is I put all the cards on the table. You know, folks don't like folks. See, I don't think in narratives. I know what the narrative. See, I know particularly what narratives are because I'm a marketer by trade. So I know how to craft a narrative. I know, like, trust and believe. I know how to create the black female narrative that's gonna hit all the spots to what black women have. I know how to ground just enough truth in there to make it authentic, but give them basically the bullshit they want to hear. I know how to do that. I know how to tell other people to do that. I was just about to talk. I was just talking to one dude, that a mutual person that knows Dynas, and I was saying Dynas needs to go ahead and just start putting that shit out there and go and become a millionaire, because he's got the audience. He's got the audience. He's got the look. Just tell them what the fuck they want to hear, and go ahead and get that money. Because at the end of the day, that's all they want is lies anyway. So sell it. And the thing is, he's got a story that's a good story. I was a black man. I didn't want black women because I was on some bullshit. Even though black women wanted me because I got the jawline, the look. I was a football player, you know, but I wasn't woke. And then I found my Pan Africanism and fell in love with my blackness. You know, he's got black kids. He's got kids with black women, so he don't got any of the marks. I said, go get that money. Go get it. It's yours. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at Derrick Jackson no more because that's too. Y'all want to be lied to. So who am I to sit there? I will, nigga, I promise you. Don't be surprised if I don't get, you don't find out that I'm in behind Dynas and he start pumping out that black female candy shit, making a whole bunch of money. I will make money indirectly off of y'all doing that shit. And I really don't give a shit. Because once I realize y'all don't want help, then y'all just need to be cattle in order to create product. Because at the end of the day, that's what you want anyway. Like, seriously, I ain't got no problem lying to females that want to be lied to. I'll gas you up better than the next person. And see, I'm smart. I'll give you a perfect little picture. I will find niggas that got the look, that's got the stories, and will tell you every little thing in Alice in Wonderland that you all want to hear and the reality you all want to have. Meanwhile, y'all in the Matrix and y'all getting bled like batteries in that movie. Like, seriously. And a lot of dudes don't want to do that because that's not the honorable thing to do. But at the end of the day, man, this is post-corona. Let's get that money by all means necessary. And if y'all want to be lied to, I don't give a fuck if y'all wake up, you 50 years old, you realize that you lied to, and it's too late, and you be on that Queens and wine like Vivica Lee. I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, y'all don't want help. Y'all don't want help. Y'all will serve, whether it's serving by improving or it's serving by being basically cut up, grinded up emotionally in a cattle. You will serve one way or the other. It's your choice. Well, Carmel, a lot of these chicks be complaining about these niggas be low key complaining about Caribbeans, but they want Caribbeans and African Americans in the same boat. Like Chrissy and all them, they got Caribbean parents. They be bullshitting with that. Like, seriously, y'all don't like that. Like, the thing about it is, y'all are like an open book. Y'all actually think y'all can't get pimped. You got women right now that's like north of 40, basically. Look, these women like talking about you can level up. You can still have another chance. You can, like, y'all be a pimp. Every decade, it's like every decade it's another hustle. No matter what decade age range, it's a pimp hustle for the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and now it's starting to get into the 50s. What about this level up shit? That's like a north of 40s issue. And it's like, y'all want to be lied to, y'all can be lied to. Why is everybody lying to me? Because that's what you want. Everything about you says that's what you want. Yeah, oh, of course. Like, they the worst. I can't stand listening to that. I just can't do it because That rages me, because what angers, this is one thing for African American women to talk shit about black men, but when I hear a Nigerian bitch, she'll get slapped across her fucking face. That shit angers me, because that shit does make me mad. Because my thing is, I doubt she even fucks with black African American men like that. So what she's doing is she's taking what her own men get mad at her about, and she's trying to remix that into us all black, so she can low key slide in diss on African American men. And that's why she got moist niggas around her, because she won't be with a real one doing that. She won't. So don't think I don't know that fuckery. I'm calling it out to let you know. Even though I talk 980s when I talk about going there, I know the fuckery at everywhere. I talk about African American women because that is the community I belong to. Not because I have this like focus on African American women and I don't see the bullshit in other females. Oh hell no. I know. And see, they be thinking we don't know. Because a lot of other niggas be on that, oh, well, they're 980, so they're great. No, I know they're fuckery too. And I've dragged them. Some of y'all have heard me drag folks. And you know, any y'all that know I drag folks, I drag non-ADOS women a hell of a lot harder than I do ADOS women. This is me just giving tough love. This ain't me just taking going weapons free. And people have seen me go weapons free. And see, a lot of y'all don't understand that, because you all actually think, you all have these narratives. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You don't have to believe anything I say. I'm just a nigga on YouTube. But guess what? Your own outcomes, this law of attraction shit, oh, that shit's a bitch. And that shit will always show you who you are. You are where you are because of who you are. And if you want to change something, you got to do something different. That's what the hip hop preacher said. No, and I'm going to end this video because I got to go. But I'm just fucking sick. I'm fucking sick of that, oh, well, back in the day, the color purple argument. I'm tired of that. Like, you know, if a bitch acting like, oh, giving me the cold shoulder, she don't fuck with me good. Don't be saying, oh, why don't black men approach black women? Oh, well, we do what we do because, you know, back in the color purple time, bitch, I don't give a fuck about that. That's like me saying, like when Chris Brown said he hit Rihanna because when he came from a home with abuse. If Chris Brown wouldn't have looked like Chris Brown, these women wouldn't have gave a fuck about that. They wouldn't have gave a fuck about that. They see you hit a woman, period. But the reasons, this surviving, I don't want to be a doormat. Get the fuck out of here. You don't want to be a doormat. I don't want a bitch for a girlfriend. How about that? So if you think not being a doormat means you being a bitch, then we're not compatible. This is why Glendon Cameron, a man who married a black woman, this is why he say straight up, he don't really for black man. Obviously, he's got more economics. But when you look, he's like the prototypical black dude. Right? And it's like, and it's like, oh, well, why doesn't a Glendon? Because he doesn't have to deal with your bullshit. Glendon Cameron's 50. He doesn't have to deal with your shit. He doesn't. And this nigga's in Atlanta. You got Obsidian. I don't deal with Philly women. Born and raised in Philly. This is how, but you all don't see the combination. You all think you all's pain, what the fuck you all been through, and what these niggas do. Guess what? Those are relationships you all opted into. Well, it's the same as y'all choosing. No, because men have to actually work for sexual access. Women, for the most part, don't. It's the quality of sexual access they may have to work for. But getting sexual access off jump is something that almost comes with the territory. Even fat black women can get sexual access. Women that really should never even be able to see a dick and somehow in real life somehow can get sexual access. Because let's be clear here, white women can't get sexual access like that unless they're fucking with black men, if they're fat. And yeah, fat men are fucking with white women, but black men are fucking with fat black women. Black men fuck with more fat black women than white women. So we need to stop, oh, well, you fuck with a white bitch, you fucking with fat black bitch. What? Ain't nobody else doing that. Nigga, you need a fucking Nobel Peace Prize for that shit. You think these other bitches are seeing dick unless black men are servicing that? And every black man ain't doing that. But black women, that they expect to get fucked, even though they north for 200 pounds. Oprah was buying Color Purple Charles and that chick Kathleen Kennedy from Star Wars. Yeah. So there you go. But my point is that color purple crap gets on my fucking nerves. It gets on my nerves because my thing is you all actually believe that how you all came out of your household is actually a justification how you treat black men in front of you. And that is exactly what BGS is talking about when he talks about generational curses. And you all actually believe that black men are supposed to account for that and tolerate that. No. You damn right I'm going to tell these black men to deal with non-black women. You damn right. Because our greatest power is our power of choose and a power to not fuck with y'all. And that's the thing y'all are bitching about the most. Because there is no law that can make black men fuck with black women. And that's the biggest problem a lot of y'all are starting to have is white man is giving y'all made black men do everything else for the most part. Now it's like the white man can't make you stay. Make him stay. He can't make us marry you all jump. And now y'all got a problem with that. Now we want to call it colorism, darkism. We want to call now it's racism. And now we not fucking with y'all, it's racism. But when we fuck with y'all, y'all talk about what the fuck we do. Anyway, y'all shout out. Super Chat will be coming soon. Super Chat will be coming soon. I'm gonna reorganize how I administer this information. You know, I wanna definitely get better about how I'm doing it because I've been doing it on some freestyle shit. I wanna really do it on some real shit. Yeah, Shane Vicious gave me that information. So, watch the replay, Danielle. Watch the replay. Anyway, with that being said, this is Edward signing off. Peace.